Yeah, so hello there, people. It's Friday, the 19th of April 2024. And I'm Marcy Brave Boy. And I just wanted to come on here to address an observation I made today that pertains to Prime Minister Keith Rowley changing the name of Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day, I believe it is. Would that be right, TTT, Trinidad and Tobago Television? Is that what your acronym stands for? Or are you offended by me asking what the hell does TTT means? All right, you may think everyone knows that, but I mean, I don't know how many people really follow the state media. Okay, at midday today, the midday news on TTT, they carried a story about the change to Emancipation Day. The whole story run, and up to now, TTT did not say what the Prime Minister changed the name of Emancipation Day to. Who, what, when, where, how, why, the absolute basics in news reporting, in journalism reporting, in media reporting, the absolute basics. Trinidad and Tobago Television, national television station, state media could not deliver on. And then you have a presenter. Now, you know, we have a situation today where we have presenters who are just DJs that they just hand a script to read news. And that's really not what it's supposed to be. Right? Your presenter is supposed to be a professional attached to the newsroom and who is abreast of the issues, on top of the issues. So she reads that entire newscast at midday and doesn't even notice that the newscast did not say what the name was changed to. So what it's trying to say is, if you missed the first story where we say the name, well, too bad for you. Right? And that's not how radio and broadcast content works. It's not like a hard print newspaper where it's there and you could go back to it and it's still there. But with radio, when you hear it, it's gone. With television, when you see it and you hear it, it's gone. Right? So TTT, back to the drawing board. You missed the boat on that one. You did not say in your midday newscast what Prime Minister Keith Rowley changed the name of Emancipation Day to. You did not say. Go back and listen to that midday newscast, right? And the driver, I was in a taxi and the driver and I were talking about it and he was laughing, but I was fuming because I take the profession of hard news reporting seriously, and that's why some of you really need to step out of the newsroom and do something else that you are more passionate about. Whether it's the politics you like I do, whether it's something else you like, the newsroom is not the place for you, because as the presenter, if you notice that something was wrong there with the content, the presenter, you should have inserted that information, you know, in the newscast, because you're someone abreast of the news, you're on top of the news, you know what is going on and stuff. You're not just some little DJ, you know, spinning music and they hand you a script to read. You have to come across as someone who's part and parcel of the newsroom and is on top of this and know what's going on. So when you see that the newsroom erred, in this case, you could have added at the end of the cast, when all the clips ran with Keith Rowley talking and he saying why he pursued to change the name, why Trinidad and Tobago has taken that lead in changing the name. The presenter should have said the name was changed or has been changed to African Emancipation Day. You should have done that. The presenter, whatever your name is, whoever you are, you should have done that. Right? To help out, to lift the nose of your newsroom a little bit. Right? So head of news at TTT, take note of that. That's not good. That's not who, what, when, where, how, why. The very basics. What was missing? What did he change the name of Emancipation Day to? Your midday newscast on Friday, 19th April 2024. It did not say. It just say Emancipation Day has been changed. That's your lead. That's how that's your header. And we listened to the whole newscast, and we never heard for one moment what the name change. So we're waiting to hear Prime Minister Keith Rowley give the name change. You did not run a clip where he gave the name change. Right? So step up your game, Trinidad and Tobago Television. You need to step up your game. Right? Obviously, I mean, people listening to that will just shoot and walk away from listening to your newscasts. You're going to lose audience. Can't be doing that. Now, that said, I am going to say this. If Prime Minister Keith Rowley saw the need and some sense of urgency, he caught an epiphany all of a sudden, he's so conscious, right? He has become so conscious. I laugh at you, Prime Minister Keith Rowley. You have not done one thing for the Orisha community in this country. You, right? You, the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago, as you have said, you have not done one thing for the Orisha community in this country. Okay? But you have silly season upon us. An election is upon us. And now you're pretending to be someone who is conscious. You who love to lime out at one Woodbrook Place, which we know who limes there, right? All of a sudden you are so conscious, right? Now, if you are so conscious of that and cognizant, I have no problems with it. Let me say this, by the way. I love the idea. But then why do some members of your cabinet, namely Fitzgerald Hines, he loves to do it. Every Indian arrival day, you all say happy arrival day, and you drop the Indian. Why do you do that if you're so cognizant and so conscious of the importance of adding African Emancipation Day? Why for Indian arrival day, you all say happy arrival day? And that is all I came to ask. I am Marcia Brave Boy.